Bernard, you're finding out who's stupid. You. And your dramatic play out here with other people's stuff in that group of people. It means your whole life revolves around the mockery and joke of a child that, Joe Zillig or one of those men raped and murdered and think it's funny, and then he sets in his blue boxes claiming that, that he's the leader of Intel or Apple or Microsoft or Google or whatever. IHS. This is what you guys' history is going to be, cowboy and Indians, once you go into space with NASA and all them. You're finding out, Perlita and Bernard, when you call people stupid, like the Navy SEALs and the fighter pilots, and you guys make them sick, any of the military branches or any of the tech companies or the FBI and CIA and NSA, the police officers, you'll be stupid. So if I was the cops knowing what was going on out here, collect it all. And then they become smarter than the groups of you when you guys went to war with me, Ellery Joe, for like the 3 or 4 times, as they know, with Lockheed and some of that stuff when it was all white, that you're actually doing the same thing with the black, Joe. That you destroyed what was real, Joe, to be a pedophile and a faggot with the Carnegie Bernard of LaChance of La Freeman. So you're finding out who's really stupid, Bernard and Perlita. PPPP and A's for the Antilla, all that shit. Not the police, the military, or the firefighters that are working together in those families. You, Bernard LaChance, Ellery's, Karen, Dawn, Elton, Negroes, you're the ones not really doing too hot. Had you guys pride about, what Don Wiley and the Bitted Poop playing with shit? Fat Negro lying, playing dog whistler. He breaks. So your carny performance that you're paying for, Bernard and Charles, is not working out too hot for you because you're prison fag. And so you turned yourselves into dykes and made all that noise and shit, Perlita, for sympathy and ruined the wave to live in a pile of shit with Bernard the Fag of lies and the hovering britches and the all-American. Golden. Cowboy and Indians. You ruined everybody's life, Joe, because you're a pathetic fag and a rapist and a liar out here and throughout the nation, hovering around, lying about your grandchildren and making clones. Cowboy hillbilly inbred. So your friends that you choose, Karen, you mocked mine. You should take a deep, deep look at yours. And the history, as that man professes to be the ultimate ruler, the experimentator man, Antilla, was a rapist and a pedophile. And then Bernard and all them teamed together to help Ellery and them. You're getting your proof, people, about how dumb Joe Zillig is and the Antilla man in the comic book theory. Everything you guys build, Joe. So they broke Navy and, all those guys. So use it to your advantage, NASA. Boulder, Colorado, as we prove who the real rapist and murderer of the world is. Joe Zillig, Karen, Pitkin Street, Jamaica Street, and all the shit you guys have employed 3 or 4 times out here. The torture box. All that stupidity for a faggot, rapist, old man. And his story about he sat there and pouted the whole time. So like I said, they put the phone in his hand, and all you men that sit there and copy it, to be humiliated forever. So I don't appreciate you, Karen or Charles and Bernard, sending out your baldy Negro and paying him and lying and screwing with about my dog and all that shit, because he's a faggot rapist. And he broke. So keep on breaking him, Navy. Coast Guard, and all those people that came out here and ruined this city and ruined the line all the way to Florida, from New York down for Riley. Joe, yeah, they'll build it for you as the biggest dumb fuck to ever exist.